It's 20 below here in Alaska, and it honestly feels like a heat wave because lately it's been negative 30 to negative 40 below Fahrenheit. But today, Tuk Tuk and I are out here to talk about how we did in our second year on our new Alaskan homestead.
So last year, we were just getting settled into our new homestead by clearing a small piece of land for a food forest and building fenced-in pen areas for our future farm animals. This year, we were excited to bring those animals home, and they grew up so fast. It's tough to really describe the level of joy we felt raising these birds from baby chicks all the way up to beautiful hens and our first farm fresh eggs.
Tuk Tuk has turned into an absolute behemoth of a Great Pyrenees, but he's been doing an amazing job here on the farm protecting his flock of chickens.
He has slept outside the entire winter, even when we had a negative 44 below cold snap, and he was right as rain the next day. Tuk Tuk is ferocious when he needs to be, but he's also a gentle giant with our kids, which was one of the main reasons we chose to get a Great Pyrenees as our livestock guardian dog. If Charlie calls for him, he will be there.
You can do it, Tata!
Even climbing into a treehouse when necessary. He is extremely loyal and watches out for our smaller family members whenever they are around. We've learned about the tremendous amount of effort that it takes to care for a backyard flock of chickens and a massive livestock guardian dog in a winter climate. Even basic things like keeping water unfrozen for the animals becomes a serious issue. Shout out to Danny, Rye and May May with T&D Outdoors for this heated water dish. Thank you. This one and the heated chicken water work perfectly fine as long as it isn't about negative 25 below or colder for sustained periods of time. If you don't get those temperatures regularly though, they work great, so I'll leave a link to what we use in the description below. We learned that chicken go through a molt in the wintertime, which means they replace most of their feathers. So we got the hens little chicken jackets because Olaf was being too rough on their backs. We also learned a lot about what not to do, like using a tarp to cover the chicken run when you live somewhere that gets a ton of snow, having too small of a coop initially, and not installing supplemental heat quick enough, to name a few hard lessons. We ended up moving the birds from their original coop, which was only a few square feet, to our converted greenhouse so that they have plenty of space to roam because they are not going outside for a while. We also installed heat lamps after talking to several veteran Alaskan chicken keepers. We mitigate the risk by changing the bulbs regularly, securing the lamp at multiple points, and not having the coop attached to our house. We recognize that heat lamps can be dangerous, so make the choice that makes sense for you and your family.
And that was the second year here on our Alaskan homestead. If you want to see more regular updates, I post shorts like this one almost every other day, so be sure to check those out, and we'll see you next year.